Player Development Programs by Jimmy McMullen, Doug Rutherford, Connor Mulcahy, and Steven Sanderson. For this project, we chose to use the Catansit Club located in Merriam, Massachusetts. It was founded in 1922, has approximately 250 members. 75% of those members are male. The average age of the membership is 56 years old, and they do 12,000 rounds at this 18-hole facility.
In creating our overall design for the program, we know that there is a large participation in both men's and women's weekly leagues. There's also offerings of the women's clinic and junior clinics, but predominantly the main business is private lessons. The Catansit Club offers a full driving range, a short game practice area, and 2 large putting greens. With our player development program, we want to promote lower scoring in our men's day events, and hopefully they'll have more fun on the golf course. In order to do this, we created a budget in which we would have approximately 20 people play in the clinics and then follow it up with the event. We would charge $35 per person for a grand total of $700. And then our expenses would be both the teaching professional and the assistant professional would get $250 for the hour clinic. We would approximate that we would use $20 worth of teaching aids, but that goes over the course of the whole year. $10 worth of range balls, and then the outside operations employee who would have to be staffed in order to pull the clubs before the clinic and the tournament, and then to pick up the range balls when it's necessary or time to do so. So for the grand total or profit for our club is $160.50.
In Phase 2, where we developed the specific program, we have found that the Wobblers have a realistic view of their playing ability. They have more time for golf due to their flexible scheduling. They do have some physical and skill limitations due to their age, and they enjoy playing because of the social and recreational aspects of the game.
So in Phase 3, we have implementing the program, where first we started with an email blast out to all the members that we were starting a senior clinic right before the senior day event. Then we put up flyers in the golf shop and the men's locker room. To register, you had to call the golf shop, and we kept track of each member participating in the clinic each week. Now it's time to run the program.
Nice program. Run it.
So now for the lesson series. It started in June and went all the way through October. It was 1 hour per week for 20 weeks. Consisted of a 10-part clinic series going over twice, starting with chipping from within 10 yards, pitching 10 to 50 yards, then bunker play, then short irons and flighted wedges, then to mid irons and fairway bunkers. Then we had long irons and hybrids, then fairway woods, driver, putting, and then hazard play and rulings.
So as you can see, all parts of the lesson series really encompass the entire game of golf as a whole. Throughout the season, we averaged about 20 seniors per clinic. It didn't start out that fast, but word caught on pretty quickly. People were so thrilled with how it went and the instructors and just the entire program as a whole. From a financial standpoint, the player development program we have for the 55-year-old and up, the Wobblers, was not really meant to make money for the club, but any money that did come through on the profit side wasn't going to be turned down, obviously. We received large amounts of appraisal and increased participation from the first week to the end of the program in October. Overall, we feel the program was very successful, but we do have some slight modifications if we were to run it again. First would be a rewards program for repeat participants. In order to get people there each week, we feel that it might be necessary to provide some incentives to those who show up devoted and committed to the program. And one other modification that we came up with that might be helpful was to kind of do a skill day with prizes. Having a skill day could be a nice way for members to compete with each other and get some bragging rights going for their regular play during the rest of the week or on the weekends. We'd like to thank you for your time and attention during today's presentation. And now we'd like to provide you with a laugh or two with our blooper clip. Enjoy!
First off, we sent an email blast out that we were starting up a new men's senior. That was weird.
The enjoyment of
Mother.